Hello everybody, Dave here at Online Motorsports, Plainfield, Illinois. And what I'm going to do for you today is give you a brief walk around of a little video of our 1984 Olds, Hurst Olds. This car is going to be featured or is featured on bringatrailer.com right now. And 84 was the last year for the Hurst Olds. But let's just get right at it. This car, about 2 years ago, almost to the month, received a complete glass out, down to bare metal repaint in its original silver shade. Obviously black bottom. In addition, they put the factory stone garden feature on the bottom, which that's the way they came. Now, they made 3,500 of these in '84. These were the only in silver black. The '83 was the 15th anniversary of the Hurst Olds, which was they flip-flopped the paint. They're basically a black with the gray on the bottom. But they made 3,500 of these for their final run. One was destroyed. That was car number 2 by Oldsmobile for some reason. About a little over 200 of them were sent to Canada. And Hurst Corporation, I got 3 of them. I'm not sure how many of these are left, but I've seen a lot of parts online for these cars, and that means there's that many less cars out there. In addition, only 1,500 were made with the T-top feature. They did make a Power Moon, which from my research shows they made only 99 of those, but they did make 1,500 with the T-tops. As far as condition goes, the paint's definitely better than it probably was when it came off the assembly line in 1984. GM had some paint issues back then. They had a paint delamination issue, and a lot of these the paint came off, a lot of delamination. Even, you know, it was mid 80s. You saw that same problem on your Grand Nationals and GNXs, but I can assure you the paint on this car is perfect. It was done about 2 years ago, and less than 1,000 miles ago, and this car since the paint restoration has only been driven to car shows. It's sort of a little bit of a trailer queen that got to drive once in a while. A couple other things we like to look at on these: how are the wheels? These are what they call the Rally SS2 wheels in chrome, and I can assure you all 4 of these wheels are in perfect condition. No flaking, no delamination on the chrome. The red line stripe on them are all consistent, but in just super nice shape. When this car was painted, it was a glass out, which means when a glass out, they take all the glass out, but they're not taping around items like this, around trim. All this got detrimmed, windows out, and obviously they tape and paper those off when they spray it, but it's really the right way to do it. It's the most expensive way to repaint a car. In addition, they did strip all the headlight bezels, grills, and those were all recoated. And so the car is very stock. There's 2 or 3 items I want to cover with you that should be covered in the write-up, but let's clarify. This is the 307 V8, and this version put out, I want to say, about 180 horsepower, which was about 40 horsepower more than the other 307s found in the Olds line. They changed cams, that type of thing. Now, these originally came equipped with the Rochester 4-barrel carburetor. This carburetor has been replaced with an Edelbrock 4-barrel. So purists, don't cry. The original Rochester will come with the sale. There should be pictures of it in the gallery. Other than that, under the hood, the car is 110% stock. The hood pad has been replaced with a Hurst Olds pad. I don't believe they came with this. This is probably an aftermarket accessory, but it looks awfully good. Inside the car, I'll give you a shot. As far as condition goes, door panels, beautiful shape. Seats, just perfect shape. No rips, tears, signs of heavy wear. No cigarette burns, because a lot of people like to smoke back in the 80s. All your maple wood applique, just in super shape. HO floor mats. Chrome bezels on the seats are just beautiful. Same with the center console, all the wood applique is in beautiful shape. The only thing to note on this car, now in most of those photos you're going to see a dash cover on there, that carpet thing. I pulled it off to give you an idea. The dash does have one minor flaw in it right there. That's the only crack in the dash, but we wanted to point that out. Now, previous owner decided they didn't like the look of the factory steering wheel, so they put this sport wheel on it with still got the Oldsmobile logo in the center. Don't fret, the original wheel comes with the car and is in very good shape. You can also view that in the photo gallery. Right now the car is right at 60,200 miles. Those are believed to be the original miles on the car. The only other change, the radio, that's a factory radio that has been upgraded to Bluetooth, so you can actually talk on the phone as you drive without getting pulled over. In addition, when they did that, speakers were changed all the way around, so you've got all new fresh speakers. Those aren't from the 80s, the old paper cones. Other little items, all the strike plates are brand new on this car. But all the rubber doors, T-tops, everything is brand new. There's also a window kit put in these windows, because I don't know, these windows are traditionally slow. These windows go up and down really fast. So you won't have that struggling, sagging window waiting for it to come up. I'll give you a nice shot of the trunk here. Trunk was recoated during restoration. There's pictures with all this stuff out. There's a rally sport wheel, all your jacking tools. These are covers for the T-tops and sunshades for the T-tops. Those are obviously included. Important thing here, we've got our parts identifier, which shows you how this car was built. A lot of people say, well, how do you know it's a Hurst Olds? One, if you look at the VIN, I believe it's the 8th or 9th digit is a 9. That signifies a 307 180 horse. It's the only way you could get that engine and that designation in the VIN. So if you look at the VIN, it's got the 9 there. There's also a cal tag up front that'll verify, hey, was this an original T-top car? That's code CC1. It'll be under your parts identifier here, and also on the cal tag under the hood, which I'll make sure you guys get a good picture of that. But it is definitely a true Hurst Olds, not a replica. Now, if you guys can give me just a few minutes, I'm gonna put together a cold start, and with the weather today, I'm gonna try to get in a little drive for you. As far as exhaust goes, these came with dual exhaust. The only thing that's been changed on the exhaust, it is equipped with a set of Flowmaster mufflers. So it gives it a little bit better sound, but these cars had pretty good sound coming off the assembly line. So give me a few minutes and I'm going to give you another video. See you soon.